Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with Scrap Squad Sunday. And this is the original this week. It's got like concentric circles of pattern paper there with the photo with lots of matting kind of going on in the background there. And floral clusters, a disc with words, and then at least coordinating pattern paper strips down at the bottom so that there's a cluster down there with also some words. It was done by Christina for Scrapbook Works design team, and it's gorgeous. And I'll be doing it twice this week. I'm doing it, of course, for Scrap Squad Sunday. And then Shannon and I are doing it for Challenge Accepted on Thursday. So this is my first attempt, and I'm doing it, I'm using a photo from our recent trip to Florida that I haven't matted yet, so let me do that now. And I've pretty much dipped into the Cocoa Vanilla Sunkissed collection, and I'm having trouble. I dropped a palm tree on the floor, and it's a palm tree I intend to use. And it's because when we went to Florida, we were just bombarded with sunshine, lots and lots and lots of sunshine and heat. And even though it was the dead of winter between Christmas and New Year's, it was definitely more like a summer vacation, so I want to capture some of that. The photo is of me with Katie and Barrett on the mini golf course, and we played mini golf that day in honor of John, because mini golf was kind of one of his favorite things. Regular golf was really his thing, but to participate with his wife and grandkids, he kind of took up mini golf, and he loved mini golf. Everywhere we went in the world, we looked for mini golf courses. And I think I've told this story before, but we found one in Marbella in Spain in the middle of December in 2001. And it was closed as we were walking along the promenade, but we saw the owner who had some other concessions and things, and we said, oh, it's too bad the course isn't open because we'd love to play. We'd love to say that we played mini golf in, in the south of Spain. And he said, oh, I'll open it. So he opened it up, and we played a couple rounds. It was great. It was absolutely incredible. And I have photos from that trip, but none of us playing mini golf. I think we must not have had the camera that day or something. But you know what I should do? I should go look up the name of the course. I think I took a picture of the course as we were walking away from it, but I don't think I took a picture of us playing. Anyway, that's not what this is all about. So what I did to get my concentric circles here is I took the dark blue pattern paper and I laid my tape roll over it kind of in the corner, and I used one of my crayons. I think it's a Vicky Bouton crayon or maybe something else. Anyway, used an art crayon that I had handy, drew a circle around, cut it out by hand. And then I laid the blue circle there and laid this over and cut and on top of yellow paper, and then I pulled the blue circle out, drew the line, and cut it out of yellow paper. So you could probably figure that out on your own. But one thing I'm going to do, because I hand cut it, it isn't perfect. So I like to kind of highlight the lines between, and also kind of somewhat hide the fact that it's not perfect, not a perfect cut, by distressing. And it's easy to do. I have just, this where I'm sitting right now is a whole new table. It's not a new table, it's an old table. It's actually been out on the back deck. It's our outdoor kind of picnic serving table. And I had moved it in the house to make it my gel printing station, and I did that several months back, but then we decided to put the Christmas Village on it. So I cleared it and just kind of piled everything everywhere. And I thought, you know, that's a narrower table. The camera's gonna get more right, have a better angle with my kind of arm type tripod thing that clamps onto the table. So I've now set it up as my filming station. And I do not yet have lighting up at the top, so I'm using task lighting to just focus on it's just pointed at the page, and looks like that's going to need a little help sticking down. I didn't go to any great lengths in selecting the pattern papers. I used different scales and obviously different colors and different patterns. I thought that was enough of a variety that it would look nice and be a nice backdrop for all the florals that I'm going to be using. So, and it kind of, the yellow in Katie's shirt, you know, not that this is a fabulous photograph that the colors need to be matched or anything. In fact, on the original, the photo is black and white. I started to do that, but I kind of like the look of the waterfall in the background, and I like Barrett's classic car t-shirt and Katie's Attack of the 50-Foot Woman t-shirt. So I thought I would leave it in color and then somewhat match the colors. I chose this yellow paper because of her t-shirt. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to kind of do this here and this right here. And that'll lift it up to go over the little bit of elevation that I created when I distress that. And I'm just going to kind of put it right there. And then I'm going to go down here and I'm going to distress these strips too. And they may get shorter because this may go down a little further on the page. The part that is going to go against the side of the paper is going to stay undistressed, but I'll distress the other sides. And I have added in, just for grins, the pink kind of reverse side of this. And I'm just going to kind of layer stuff right now. I'm going to make this pink one shorter. And let's see. Here's my trimmer. I don't have nearly as big a table to work on. You know, don't have as much tabletop expansion space, if you will. So it's going to take some getting used to, I think. I'm having to put my trimmer, I can't just push it to the other side of the table. I have to put it on top of my trash can, which kind of hampers throwing the trash away. But I have selected a few flares, all from the January release, and a couple packages of sequins, and a whole bunch of ephemera. And I've got a 2-word title. One word is going to be a perspective from BrambleFox, because I just got my Fox box in today, and I was anxious to use it. The gorgeous stuff in it. And of course, it's wintry, and I'm doing kind of a summery-ish layout. Okay, that will work. I'll just kind of put it, I'm going to distress all sides because it's not going to go all the way to the end. And because we saw rabbits on the mini golf course, I have a rabbit here. It's a rabbit on ice skates, and our rabbits didn't have ice skates in 80-degree weather in Florida. But, you know, I've got an imagination, and I think a little gray rabbit would look nice on this blue paper, and maybe peeking out of some flowers, so maybe you can't see the ice skates. And okay, I'm going to stick that there, and that's the only area that I'm going to give and put any adhesive on, because this paper is kind of holding it down. And then I thought I would do the yellow maybe like that. Maybe like that. I know that wasn't in frame there. And that's also something I have to get used to. And I am doing a live in the Dotty About Flair group from a design team live on the 15th, which I guess is a week from today. And I don't think by then that I will have my webcam, but I have picked out the webcam, and I need to pick it up. I bought my grandson a car stereo for Christmas, and he's having it installed, I think, on the 23rd or 25th or something like that. And I'm going to pick up my webcam then. Okay, I have cut my title out of the packaging, you know, the Sunkissed ephemera packaging has that word Sunkissed on it. So I had 2 packs of ephemera, one floral and one regular. And I cut, this is what I cut it out of. I didn't want to do that on camera, but it's great paper for that. And I thought I would run it kind of right here. And the reason I'm doing this is because I don't want to get the floral stuff all on there and not have any place to put it. And I also want to try it out. It's going to be Sunkissed Moments. And I really don't want I like the blue on the blue. So I thought I'd overlap like that. Sunkissed Moments. Or do I want it down here where this goes kind of like that? I think I like that better. Okay, so let me pull my glue, and looky there, it's all, it's actually flowing, so yay. Where did my tweezers go? Okay, I'm gonna do let it kind of glance across diagonally that way, and then I'll run moments like that. Okay. I absolutely love this flat or matte navy that BrambleFox did. I love everything they do, whether it's shiny or mirrored or flat, but the word moments just kind of seems like it wants to look exactly like that. Now, I had thought about doing a flare here, but this pink doesn't quite go with that pink. I've got this blue flare that has trees that appear to be dripping in snow. So that's maybe not appropriate either. Let me pull from one of my other boxes. I've got to get some labels done there. Let me see if I have a pink. Look, here's a pink. Ooh, it's almost a perfect match, and it has hearts. The hearts are a little bit different scale. Maybe that one? That's exactly the right pink. I actually did arrange some Flair in colors so that I separate the bright pinks from the lighter pinks. I'm going to go with the heart. It's not exactly the right pink, but it is close enough. And let me get my this guy. And what I want to do is put the flare on and then arrange some small flowers around it. And so I've got got some stuff in the middle there. Let's see. Could I do palm tree there? Let me do a shorter palm tree. There we go. And then let me pull from the floral ephemera pack. I can actually do this one right here. Of course, there were palm trees all over the place there, and I may actually slant that, but I think I'm going to let this one stand unless I see a floral arrangement. I'm just going to dump these out on here so that I can kind of pick and choose. I know for sure I want blue ones because the blue is kind of an important color here, and I could probably sneak one in right there. And let's see, I've got let's do a yellow. Maybe this yellow that has a leaf, but that's kind of too big. Come on, let me find a small yellow. That's not exactly small. But if I did that way, and then this there, and then maybe a tropical leaf there. Okay, I'm liking that. Let me put this on here. Kind of get it down there. And I'm going to put the tropical leaf in here and let that hold that down, although it's, you know, I want it to lift up. So, and I'm just going to put a bit of foam back here. There we go. And then I want to put a little bit of foam behind this to lift it up a bit as well, especially up at that top part by the leaf. I can still slide it in and put it out that way. And then if I find in here, I think there should be, well, there's a small pink one that I could fussy cut. I think there should be in here some small pink, okay, there we go. This little kind of floral spray sort of thing of berries. And there may be some in here, but I remembered seeing this particular pink one. And should it go there? Or maybe, let's see. Maybe right there. Okay. That will work. And then there's, I might want to do a flower behind it. This orange color is in the title, but it isn't in the rest of the papers, and the same is true of this teal, but I like it, and it would make a nice kind of a background for this bit right there. And then if I can find a small leaf pear that would go, could go like that, I think we'd have what we need. Okay, let me pull these up. I'm trying to work fairly quickly. And it's because I kind of knew when I started this that I had no idea where it was going. So, and I'm making a little bit more of a production of this area since I made it, since I put the title there. I actually had intended for the title to be up there. I envisioned the title there. So, okay, now for this guy, I thought I would use one of the extra large Flair and let it be the background for a, if you recall in the original, there's a sentiment on a circle there, and I've got one of those on the sticker sheet that just says "Fun in the Sun," which is perfect for the photo. And so I thought I'd try to work that into this. I'm going to put it on foam, and then I'll work the florals around the 2 circles. So mine will have 2 circles instead of just the 1. I'm going to kind of slide that in under there. And then I'm just going to start building with flowers. I'm going to go with this one. I'd like for that to go there, but I need more foam, maybe as many as 3 layers. Let me get this back up in frame, and I apologize. At some point, when I get everything set up, I should have all of that figured out. Don't want yellow there because it's a little too much yellow in that area. So I'm going to go with the blue here, and I'll scooch it under and just put 1 layer of foam. I'm going to look back at the original again, and there are no flowers out here. There are some paper layers behind the photo, and I have some papers that I'm just going to cut strips and kind of peek them out from behind the photo at angles to make it look like there are whole mats underneath the photo. And that way I use some scraps, and I don't I thought maybe it might be cute to kind of try tucking that down. I don't have this guy glued. Well, yeah, it's being held on like that. So that can go right there, and I'm just going to go ahead and kind of tape that down. And then I've got another piece that can kind of come like that. And if I do that, I've got a little bit of a frame. I'm going to do it this way. I've got a little bit of a frame, and then I can maybe add a, let's see. I like the just chillin' here. That's kind of cute. I can add that off to the side to kind of bridge some of that awkward juncture there. There we go. And then I might, even though the original doesn't, I might do a flower there. Like that. Like so. It seems to be the setup seems to be working okay. I hope you're able to see everything you need to see. Okay, there. And I want to do another color flower up here. And then I'll start adding some greenery. Kind of do that. And I need something to fill in right there. Maybe that's where the tropical greenery goes. Let's see. That's really an abrupt change in greens. It's not awful, but it's very different from the palm tree. And I want the palm tree maybe to be a little taller, and he's being held down by this guy. I'm going to do that, and then a small floral maybe on top of the flare. Let me do that. Okay, so I left it open enough for it to dry out and now no longer flow like it was doing. Okay, and let me pick this. Oh, that's actually it's actually being held by that, and I didn't necessarily want it to do that. I'll go there. I want to put some foam on it, and I'll see if I can support. Now, which one was it? I forget. I think it must have been this one. Let's try that. And then I've got some other things we can kind of tuck in there. And do I have another little floral spray? I have a yellow one here. The little berries. Okay. That seems to work. It seems like I want something there too. Maybe the lighter blue. I could just add flowers all day and all night, you know. You know that about me. I'm gonna tuck it under here, there, and then maybe one right there, and it should be one that has a leaf attached to it, maybe like so. Okay, and I think that might do it, except for a few word strips, and I have you know, the bunny rabbit. We'll see how that. That's good. Now, the bunny rabbit. Should the bunny rabbit be maybe right there? I think he'd be cute there. And I have another perspective that I want to use, even though we didn't get to go to Disney because Disney kind of, because of the spread of Omicron, and it was going wild in Florida when we were there, they shut down many of the rides, and they closed reservations. You could buy tickets from those discount ticket hawkers that are all along the roads there, but you wouldn't be able to get in because if you didn't have a reservation. So we did not want to do that. So we already had tickets and reservations to Universal Studios for New Year's Eve. Okay, I thought I'd just go ahead and lay that kind of like that. And now let's see. I have this arrow, this rainbow colored arrow that I love. I had another one of these sticker sheets, and I think that's the first sticker I used. And I thought I'd put it there, but I'm going to try something that may not work. I'm going to try adding some dimension. And so I'm going to put a very thin piece of tape, and that right down the middle like that actually shows, but I'll cut that off, and the little piece that I cut off should be about the right size to put on the point. Okay, and it's a little bit in the wrong place. Here we go. If I do this, I definitely want to do it so it doesn't show. I don't want it to look, you know, sloppy or anything. I'm going to let it somewhat overlap the photo there. And let's see what else I can do. I could add some flowers around here, but I like the yellow bit showing. I've got, I think I'm not going to use the blue guy. Would the pink fit? Now see this silly guy? I'm going to glue it down where I want it. There. And then this flare should fit right under the palm tree branch there. And I'll start picking out some word strips, and then we're done. And that pink goes beautifully with that pink, so it matches the pink on here. It's much more appropriate than if I had put it down here. So I'm going to put a word strip across the, let me put that upside down so we get to flow when I put the sequins on. Across this part of that flare, I think maybe I've already got that one there, but maybe one right here. So I've got, there's vacay vibes, summer vibes, weekend, sunshine on my mind, good vibes only. I like the good vibes only. Time together, I think, is good, because that was kind of the point of all of it. But that's kind of long, so I'm gonna put it, let me make sure that it's parallel with something. Either the top of the photo or I don't like that, because I like it takes away from the magic part. Okay, so let's go down here and maybe we do it like that. And right there, it can kind of be at an angle. I don't have to worry about parallelism. Okay, and there was one other one. I'm gonna go with Vacay Vibes. Down here, that overlaps moments, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna skip Vacay Vibes. We Like It Hot would be good. But let's do that. Now, there was, in the original, there was, it looks like there's a little tiny sprinkling of sequins right here and some right here. So that's exactly where I'm gonna do them. And I've picked these two mixes, Citrus Twist and Carnation Bouquet, because they have the right pinks and a nice yellow, and they're just a couple. I'm just gonna put 3 little dots there and 3 little dots there. Nothing exotic. Here I'm gonna pull one of these flat yellow ones and a little yellow star, and then I'll put a pink one there, and here I'm going to put this flat yellow one in the middle, and I'll use 2 pink ones over here, and I'll put those little stars back in that pack. Okay, and I'm going to use this pink flower right here and this little tiny bright pink one there. And I will pour those back in, and I have to put a pink one over there. Let's do that guy, the real metallic pink. Okay, I'm done. I think that's all I need on there. I do like this blue arrow. Let me see if I could make that work. I like that. The reason that I want to use it is because I'm really reinforcing that dark blue color so that it doesn't look out of place. It's kind of a midnight blue, which is unusual on a summary page, but I actually kind of like it. And I want more of it. So I'm going to put that right there. And that kind of leaves this little gap right here. And so I'm going to see if I can find a tiny flower or something that might fill in right there. And I don't know why that bothers me. If I could take a small bit of this one and kind of scooch it in there like that. Nope, I don't like that. So I cut that for no reason. Let me try this again. It's the wrong color. And of course I'm going to spend way more time than this is ever going to be worth. So if I put it there. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Put a little bit of glue on it. just kind of tuck it in and not look back. Okay, that's all right to me. So I'm done. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next Sunday for Scrap Squad Sunday, and then I'll see you Thursday for my second version of this. I'll have to figure out a way to do something completely different. And let me bring it up for a close-up. There, and there's the title cluster. So, hope you like it. See you next Sunday. Bye.